It is 50 mile an hour?
50 mile an hour car, I think, yes.
Okay.
Because we have never, I can tell you what, nobody can tell you. I've never totaled a Bricklin from a wreck. I've never had a client hurt in 40 years.
How much of the company's resources were consumed in the 50 mile per hour development?
I don't think any.
Really?
One thing that Malcolm did, the first meeting I went to was November 23rd, 1973. And I brought Don Boothby with me, which was at Ford. And we sat in this meeting and Malcolm showed up, which was amazing. And said, I want a 12 mile an hour bumper when the government wants 5. I looked at Don and quietly said, the man's crazy. We can't make a 5 mile an hour bumper at Ford and we got billions of dollars. Out of his mouth comes the next thing, is I want a 50 mile an hour head-on car in which the people will live. And I said, he is a total lunatic. There's no goddamn way we can do that. Now I can tell you unequivocally, when we backed off monetarily, safety was never on the table, never. We built the bumper, okay, the bumper is 2 3x3 3/16 tubes, welded together, encased in 58 disc urethane, hooked on top of Delco energy absorbers, on an 80 wall, roughly 3x4 tube that goes back to a torque box, which is 3/16, 3x5 rectangle tubing, coming out and going into the side rail, which is at your hip bone, 3x5 rectangle 3/16 stick, which is like a dump truck. Above your shoulder is an aluminum extruded I-beam.
So you're taking all that energy.
And that I-beam was made by Alcoa, and I can't remember the exact formula for it, but it will literally roll a train over it and it won't hurt it. That's at your shoulder. And your embossment on the bird cage, you'll see bumps and pinholes. We had steel reinforced pins that transferred that energy into a 3/16 stick weldment in the bird cage. And when you hit the side of a Bricklin, to move the main rail on a car that took down one of the great big expressway signs, the 12-inch beam ones, at 100 mile an hour, took 50 tons to move that member. 50 tons.
How far did the member move?
Well, it took about 2 days to keep beating on it so much you didn't heat to get it out there. We like to never got the thing out. You know, you just don't bend the side of a Bricklin. It just don't happen. Now, we hit the barrier at Dynamic Sciences with a crash car, number 5 prototype, and didn't even break the hood at 30 miles an hour. Every other car tested by the United States government worldwide had rear end damage from hitting the wall from G-force. We fixed the car. It's driving around. Okay, tell me what else can do that. We have literally driven one off the top of the top pew of a car hauler, landed on its roof, turned it back over, shined it up, put it back on a truck and shipped it. It didn't break. Now this little lady is here to stay. You can't beat a Bricklin up by beating on it.